Okay, welcome back. In this video, I'm actually going to talk to you about how to create high converting content for your page. Now, we already know that the keywords that we're trying to target here are already buyer keywords. So that means that we don't have to do a lot of pre-selling. People don't have to come to our site and read a lot to just decide if they're even interested in what we're talking about. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to use Amazon. We're going to leverage the content they already have on their page to create our content. Okay, so most of what we see on Amazon are bullet points, customer reviews, product specs, things like that. Okay, so what we want to do is take this content, we're going to use it in our post, we're going to mix it up a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of content writing, not much at all. In fact, all you're actually going to have to write is 100 words. Okay, 100 words is not that much. Okay, that's like people send emails with more than 100 words. So all you're going to have to do is come up with 100 words that are unique, that'll go at the very beginning of your post. The rest we're going to pull from this page completely. Okay, so one requirement is that we do need around 750 words or more. Okay, anything more than 1,000 words, people will typically stop reading unless it's super interesting. So 750 words, 650 we're going to pull straight here from Amazon. It's very simple. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it using Microsoft Word, and then I'm going to show you how to create your own 100 words to lead into it and mix everything up a little bit. But the reason we want to do this is we don't want to have the exact same content as what Amazon has. We don't want Google to look at this as duplicate content. So we want to switch it up a little bit, make sure that we still get ranked in the search engines. But you know, in internet marketing, the best thing to do is leverage what's already out there. I mean, this is straight fact-based information about this product, so we're going to use this in our review. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up Microsoft Word. You can use Microsoft Office if you have it. Okay, that is a paid service, but it's fantastic. So if you're looking for a key investment in your business, I suggest the Microsoft Office Home Edition. It gives you PowerPoint, it gives you Word, it gives you Microsoft Excel, all great things you can use, Outlook. But if you're not ready to invest in that yet at Microsoft.com, you can go to openoffice.org. and they have free versions available that you can use as well. So the theme of this product is how to do this on a shoestring budget. Okay, we want you to be able to go out and actually make money without having to invest a lot at first. But as you do start to make money, you can always scale up and get the better software and the better hardware, and that's essentially how everyone does it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up my Microsoft Word page here. Let me see how I want to do this. Maybe I can pull it over here and... yeah, you know what? We'll just go back and forth. Perfect. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is put our title. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so our title needs to be our keyword that we decided on. So I think we decided on Canon S100. Let me... there we go. Canon S100. Should you buy? Okay. And we'll do this. Awesome. Alright. So that's a good start. Alright, so that's going to be the title that we're going to use. And then also what we're going to do is come write our own copy, but we'll do that at the end. I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing you want to do is come down here and pull these specs. These bullet points. So just copy that. We'll come in. Let's do a 12-point font for this stuff just so we can keep it all. There we go. Nice and clean. Okay. So we've got our bullet points in. We'll give it a little more space here because we're going to do some writing here. Alright. Cool. Okay, so now I want to use the product description. So we'll come down here. Got a nice description, lots of information. Right here. So let's go ahead and copy all this. This is straight from the manufacturer. Copy, come over here. We're just going to paste all this in. Alright, so as you see here, we've already got 1,000 words. We're probably not going to have to use all this stuff, but there's a lot here that we can use, which is awesome. So we can go through here and look and see what we want to keep, what we don't. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and get rid of the images. So you just click on each image and hit delete. There's a lot of them. I don't really like this text box either, so let's cut that. Awesome. Alright, so we got a lot of words in here. Maybe we don't need everything, so maybe we don't say from the manufacturer. This is our review, not the manufacturer's. And you can leave this if you want. If you can leave this font green if it comes like that, or you can change it to black font. Now the first thing you'll notice here is this is really messy. Okay, so maybe we don't keep all this in here. Let's maybe just get rid of this part. And then remember, one little writing technique. People like things to be broken up. They love bullet points. So you don't necessarily want lots of paragraphs kind of jumbled together. So always spacing out like this makes it a lot easier to read and get through your content. Okay, so we can probably delete this, and we'll just keep all these together. Just delete that. And since we can see here that this is it's not just formatted words, it's actually like a table that they created. So we may just want to get rid of this part since it's not formatted correctly anyway, and we don't even have to deal with changing the cells and deleting everything. So here you see sleek and serious is also sleek and serious is also a table. So maybe we just get rid of that too. That puts us at about 900 words. So we're already doing pretty well on words here. So come up here. Just leave that how it is. Come down, make sure everything's spaced out correctly. Experience the power, we can get rid of that. Alright. So one thing we may do is come in and just make sure that everything's spaced and formatted, because we're literally going to copy and paste this over to our post. So we may look at some of these paragraphs and think, you know what, this is a lot of stuff, so maybe we'll just come and delete some of this stuff out of here. Maybe we'll break up the paragraph a little bit. There we go. And remember, this is just one sample product I'm using. Like, don't go use this one with this keyword. This is just an example I'm showing you. Make sure you go and find your own stuff using the information you've learned here. So maybe we'll just start moving stuff around. Sometimes the manufacturer and the product description, whoever writes the product description, breaks it up better than this one's already broken up. So sometimes you don't have to do all this. You may just want to find one that's already formatted really well. But come down here. We see this. Break this up. Just make it easier to read. Alright. And you can actually go through and decide exactly what you want to get rid of, what you want to keep. But, you know, it's not like I didn't even read all this to see what was the best stuff to keep and what was the best stuff to get rid of. But I just wanted it to look good. Okay, it's readable. Everything's kind of streamlined here, you can see. The next thing we want to do is, in order to make sure that this isn't treated as duplicate content, we just want to maybe cut this out and then paste it somewhere else in the article. So here maybe we'd come down and we'd paste it right here. Awesome. So now we have something a little bit different. Things are starting to come together for us. And the last thing we want to do is go get some reviews. Okay, so we'll come down here. Maybe we'll create a new thing here called copy, paste. We'll just call this customer reviews. Alright, and then we'll come down and grab one of these customer reviews here. Okay, that's a big one. That's a big review. Wow. Okay, maybe we don't need... Let's do this one. Let's do the positive one. Maybe we'll just come through here and we'll just copy a little bit of this stuff. We don't need like a ton of reviews, but we can do maybe this one. We'll do change the font out. Get back to our same font. This is Arial. This is, we want the fonts to all be the same, so maybe we'll do another one if we want to. I mean, we don't have to. Obviously, we see we're at 864, but we really don't have that many reviews, so maybe we'll and remember, you want positive reviews, don't take negative reviews. So if somebody's knocking the camera, obviously that's not what you want to put if you're trying to sell it. So maybe this is a good one. It's nice and short and sweet. Copy this, paste here. We're down at 12 point. We're still at the same. Alright, good. And maybe we want to do a bullet point to separate these. Okay. There we go. Cool. Perfect. Alright. Okay, so we've got our content here from Amazon. We've utilized and leveraged all the great content that's already there promoting our product. The last thing we want to do before we transfer this over to our blog is we actually want to write our own 100-word copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you what I've written, and then we'll go over a few specs for that, and then we'll move on to adding this to our site. Okay, so I've added my first few words of copy here. This is about 100 words. 115 words. Okay, so that's basically what you want to have at the very beginning. You want to make sure your keyword is used at the very beginning, just like it is in the title here. Make sure you use your keyword, and then just fill in the gaps. If you've got, I have 970 words now, so obviously I have more than I'm telling you that you need. But if you have 650 words, just make sure those first 100 words get you to 750 minimum, and you'll be good to go. So here's what I've written. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I didn't have to outsource this to like a really brilliant copywriter. It's just something to kind of start out, introduce the product, and then the rest of the content that we've brought over from Amazon really takes care of it for us. So if you haven't used the Canon S100, then you truly don't know what you're missing. For years, Canon's been producing quality products affordably that have helped people capture those special moments in their lives. So in this review, I'm going to specifically show you how and what this model does, and has so that nothing is left out, and you know exactly what it is that you're getting with this product. So take a look at these specs. They're crazy good for what you're getting in this camera at a ridiculously low price. Whether you're an experienced photographer or just starting out, I guarantee you'll love this camera. Okay, so that's just a little introductory 100 words. It's different. Nobody else is going to have this. I've written this, so you're not at risk of duplicate content. Google's going to essentially recognize and study these first 100 words more than anything else. Okay, they'll scan the rest of the document, and that's why we switched things up a little bit. We deleted some stuff, but this is really what's looked at. Okay, so you make sure the keyword's there. Make sure this is unique. We've got all of our content. So now what we're going to do is go over to WordPress, and we're going to add this to our site. We're going to create our first post. Okay, so here we are back at our WordPress dashboard. And the first thing we want to do is go to Pages, and we're just going to add a new page. So come down here to Add New, and then let's open this up all the way. Okay, so we want to click this button right here, and we want to show the kitchen sink. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to use this Word button, and we're going to paste from Word. Okay, so what we want to do is go back to Microsoft Word. We're going to highlight all this. You can actually just click on this and hit Control A, and that'll highlight everything. And then you can just right click and copy. That's all you got to do. So come here to Word, paste from Word. We're going to paste here. Alright, and insert. Fantastic. Alright. So it looks like one thing it did is it double spaced. So you'll just want to go through, line everything up, and just make sure that there's not like extra spaces that you don't really need. Okay, you want to have spacing in between thoughts, but you don't necessarily need too much white space. So we got our post. Let's go ahead and take this title out. That's not what we want. Bring this all the way to the top. Alright, then we want to add our title. So come here, add this, paste. So from here we'll go ahead and hit publish, and we can view our page, and here it is. Alright, so cool title, everything looks good, nice and spaced correctly, lots of content. Customer review looks a little shaky, so we'll need to go back in and fix that. And like I said, don't worry about the customer review being as formatted, because we almost want it to look, you know what, let's forget the bullet points for now. This is not high leverage for us to be spending too much time on this. We'll just space it out enough to where it's obvious that there are different reviews. That works. Okay, so we'll come back. Let's update. We'll refresh the page and we'll be able to see. There we go. That looks fine. Okay. Got an extra space there, but that makes it obvious. Got our title. Okay. So now we want to add an image to this, so we'll go back to our product page. So we're going to save image as. Save it to our desktop. We can come here, we're going to click on Upload Insert, and make sure that your cursor is right there in the front of the first paragraph. Come here to From Computer. Alright. And we'll come here. Let's make the title the keyword. So just make sure you click None here. We'll go back and put our affiliate URL in here later. The alignment's left, and we'll choose a medium size, and we'll insert into post. Cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and update this and take a look at it. We want to make sure that everything's lined up and looks good. Okay, so we see here how the camera is actually interfering with the bullet points. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is come back here to edit page. And then we're going to do a smaller zoom. So let's try 70%. Awesome, perfect. Okay, so it's perfectly aligned with the first piece of content I wrote, and then we've got our bullet points under it and everything else, so looks good. Okay, so that's how I want it to look. Okay, and the final thing we need to do is make this post our home page. Okay, so everything looks good here. So let's go back to our dashboard. Let's go to settings and reading. Our front page is going to display, right now it's set to your latest post. Let's do a static page, and front page is this: Canon S100 review, should you buy? And click Save Changes. Alright, so now whenever you go to fasttrafficfortune.com, so we see everything's good except the site title is missing. So what we want to do is go back here to WordPress. We want to go to settings in general, and we want to add our site title here. Okay, so in this case it's actually going to be the Canon S100 review, should you buy? And maybe underneath you can say pros and cons of the Canon S100. So you've got our keyword in there too. And then save changes. Now we'll come back here, refresh, bam. Alright, so now we've got our site title here. This will just always be the same, and then it looks like a straight review site. Okay, so somebody's going to read this, they're going to see this. All the content's pulled from Amazon except our original review. Everything looks nice and clean. In the next video I'm going to show you exactly how to tighten up this site, add a couple more of the configure a few more of the plugins that we added, and then we'll go on to actually driving some traffic and turning this into a sales page where people can buy. So thanks again for watching this video. This one was a little longer, but I wanted to make sure you had this part right because this is probably one of the most important components of creating your Amazon affiliate sales site and making lots of money. So thanks again. I'll see you in the next video.